Yes everyone, welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name, for the purposes of this video, is Stephen Howson and I'm here for the transfer review this morning. We're here at sunny Old Trafford. Let's get into it, shall we? First up then, it's the big boy in it. Let's not fuck about, let's not waste our time, let's not go around the houses. Raphael Varane, what has been going on? So Romano said that United are in talks with Varane and the personal terms are agreed. Put that to one side, that's done. Now we're talking to Real Madrid and it seems as though for the last week or so, we've hit a bit of a roadblock here. Real Madrid want to sell him, we want to buy him. They want 50 million quid, we want to give them 40 million quid. Now it's about coming up with some sort of middle ground. That's according to Romano. We've got French journalist Julian Maynard, who up until this week I'd never heard of. And he's tweeted that United have agreed a deal in principle with the player. Again, sort of echoing the words there of Fabrizio Romano, but that is another reliable journalist talking about Raphael Varane. There were rumours in AS that United had a bid of around 40 million quid rejected. Those rumours were then sort of quashed and, basically denied by Fabrizio Romano. He said no bid has been rejected. That led to certain portions of Manchester United's fan base going, oh, thank God, rejoice, we haven't had a bid rejected. And other portions of United's fan base going, well, just because we haven't had one rejected doesn't mean we're any closer to signing him, because making bids and getting him rejected is a step forward from not making any bids. So read into that what you want. Are you happy we haven't had a bid rejected? Or do you wish we had a bid rejected? Because once you're on the bidding train, things don't tend to slow down till you hit sort of transfer station, do they? You let me know in the comments below. Right, so then in terms of a rating for Raphael Varane, this one does seem to be getting closer, doesn't it? And I don't think any of us can deny there is genuine interest here. We've had too many tweets from Fabrizio Romano saying we are interested. We have basically agreed personal terms. It's about dealing with the club at this point. So I'm going to say I struggle to give this. And even with my Stephen cap on, my sort of negative reluctancy cap, which, I don't get out very often, I'm going to give this one a 6.5 out of 10. Fuck it, 7. Ruben Neves is up next then, and the Wolves midfielder who turned 24 earlier this year. Seems like he's been going on for ages, doesn't he? You expect to see 26, 27, 28. He's only just turned 24. He's been linked with Manchester United this week in what seems like it could well be a sort of backlash or, a way to speed up a transfer to Arsenal. Let's get into it. This is according to Eurosport and ESPN, which, it's Eurosport and ESPN. Apparently Dean Jones from Eurosport has said, I'm told that the Neves pursuit is genuine, and while Arsenal are the most active club in trying to get that over the line, United are still in the conversation. Bruno Fernandes obviously very keen for Neves to join, and the club aware of that. I like that, obviously very keen, just because they, were born in the same patch of land on earth. That means that Bruno Fernandes definitely wants Neves at United. There's loads of lads from Worksop I wouldn't want to sign for Man United. I wouldn't want to come to Stretford Paddock because they're dickheads. Yes, there's some good ones, but there's loads of people, I'm sure, Bruno Fernandes goes, for fuck's sake, I know him from Portugal. He's a right twat. The last person I want joining is him. And I'm not saying Ruben Neves is that guy, but this thing that pundits do, where they go, well, they're both from the same country, so A, they know each other immediately, even though they might not have ever played internationally together, and B, not only do they know each other, they definitely like each other. And I know from experience, sometimes the more you're around someone, the more you dislike them. So I'm going to run with the story that Bruno Fernandes and Ruben Neves hate each other, because why not? Because everyone else is going to say, well, they obviously like each other, that goes without saying. Well, does it? I think they hate each other, and for me, that's why this deal isn't going to get done. And the actual reason it's not going to get done is because it seems as though at the minute, there's no real reliable sources on it. When we get some more reliable sources, I'll up my rating, but for now, I'm struggling to give this one more than a 2 out of 10. And next up then, and this is a sad one, this is an unrequited love story here, and it's one man, of course, Declan Rice. This is according to the Daily Express. They've said West Ham star Declan Rice reportedly likes Manchester United more than they like him. Sorry, isn't it? I just feel so sorry for him. Such a pitiful Tinder scenario where he's swiping right on Manchester United, and so far we've swiped left on him, or maybe we haven't even seen him yet, because there haven't been that many rumours around Declan Rice in recent months. I just think, what even is that for a story? We're hearing these rumours, we're hearing Declan Rice's name being brought up again, and you're going, well, he likes him more than we like us. What even is that? Like playground relationship, my mate fancies you? Or you go up to someone and you go, I know someone that fancies you, and they go, who? And you go, it's me. And then they go, right, see you later, and you go, I was messing anyway. What is this? Declan Rice likes Man United more than we like him. I'm not even going to bless this with a rating. No, I am. I've got 2. 2 out of 10. Right then, let's move on to some of the outs for Manchester United. And up first is Mr. Donny van der Beek. This is according to The Express, and they're saying that Barcelona are ready to include Samuel Umtiti in a swap deal for the Netherlands international. Now, could that be because Samuel Umtiti is on 250 grand a week and he doesn't even play for Barcelona? Could that be why, do you think? They're trying to get rid of an absolute transfer megalith in their ranks who don't even play for him. We all saw that list of Barcelona's contracts the other day online, and there are some real standout outliers there. Griezmann being on 800 grand is one of them. But one that stood out to me, Samuel Umtiti's on 250 grand a week. That's what Paul Pogba's on at United. That's more than Bruno's on. That's what Rashford's on. More, probably. Like, how is he getting that? Of course they want to swap him. Donny's probably on about 70 grand a week, maybe 100, and he's on more than double that. And we're trying to go, well, you know, that'd be a good deal. I don't want Samuel Umtiti for 250 grand a week. He's a decent player. He's got not the best injury record, not the best record of just playing generally. So for me, you know, I'm sure this one's a bit of a non-starter. Again, it's according to The Express. They're just trying to swap their old Pokemon cards out for one of ours. I think fair enough, you know, go for it, Barcelona. If you're Barcelona, I understand why you want to get rid of Samuel Umtiti. He doesn't play for you, he's on too much money. But don't bring Donny into this. We've only just signed him. He's a promising young man. And he's, you know, got lovely blonde hair and that. I reckon we keep him. I think that Donny van der Beek to Barcelona is very unlikely. Again, Mail Online saying that Donny wants to stay and fight for his place. So what do you believe? Is it The Express or is it the Daily Mail? Your choice of dross, your choice of rating. But I'm going to go for Donny van der Beek to Barcelona. 1 out of 10. Right then, finally it is Alex Tellez. He is linked with a move to Inter Milan. This is according to the Manchester Evening News, Football Italia. He joined on the last day of the summer transfer window, which we all know at Manchester United, but a struggle for game time, according to this. And you know what? Thinking about it now, because I've watched some of the games, he has struggled for game time, hasn't he? Thanks for the notes there, honestly. I think that him going to Inter Milan seems as though, it just feels like we're sort of trying to sell every player in the media that doesn't get 50 games a season for Manchester United. I think, and I keep saying this, a good team needs players that doesn't play every week, and they need to be good, because when you have to rely on them, when someone gets injured, when someone's tired, you can't just swap Luke Shaw out and then next thing you know you've got, you know, me playing. That's what the papers would try and have you believe we're selling Brandon Williams, we're selling Luke Shaw, we're selling Ethan Laird, we're selling everyone who doesn't start every week for Manchester United. It's not a feasible way of winning trophies. You need consistency, especially after last season when there was this truncated season, no games were lost, every game was still played. We then go straight into Euros or a Copa America depending on which continent you're from, and then we're expected to start a new season in a month. And then, well, you know, if you don't play 50 games a week, you just get sold. I think United need to hang on to these players, the likes of Tellez, the likes of Van der Beek, who we've just spoken about. If we want to win things, we need to be able to rely on those sorts of quality players when our main players are injured, are having a bad patch of form, need a rest. To me, you know, Alex Tellez to Inter Milan seems as though we're just trying to sell someone because they don't play every week. This is Inter Executive Chief Giuseppe Murata. He said Hector Bellerin is a player we're following. Hang on a sec. But I can't say more. He also said, after being asked about Tellez, I can't exclude this possibility, but we're making our plans and we'll see. We are now planning to keep our best players after selling Hakimi. He skirted around it. That is an official skirting there from the Inter man. I think Tellez to Inter Milan could happen. I hope it doesn't, because I think we need decent players in backup. But I'm going to give this one, seems plausible, doesn't it? Even though, why would it happen? 5 out of 10. Right, thank you very much for joining me. Stephen Howson will be back next week. He's gone to Cornwall for the week. He's been on holiday, that's why he's not here. You know what, he's gone at a good time, but Manchester this time of the year is basically, you know, just a sort of northwest Cornwall, and I've always said that. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know what you think of these ratings, what you think of these transfers, what you think of that person in that car beeping. We'll see you in a bit.